Hello, another discussion. This discussion is called Learn to Speak Well. Now, I don't know about you, but popular culture now has an incredible way of dumbing people down, especially young people. I put it down to popular culture, in particular music culture, the sort of broken English, ebonics I call it, urban vernacular, street semantics. But you hear this a lot, and you hear like kids now talking in this broken English. And I find it really jarring and grating. The fact that we have a culture now of imbeciles, people who just sound vacuous and vapid, and they don't have any social dexterity, any linguistic dexterity. They just sound obtuse and stupid, inarticulate. And this is a real fucking problem. I really, really believe it is a problem. I think people need to wake up to this, because the language is getting fragmented through popular culture. And I'm aiming it specifically at the urbanized culture coming from grime and drill music, hip hop. It's street language. But I have listened to a few discussions on this from Thomas Sowell. He's a black author from America who talks a lot about broken English in America, and in particular in the black communities, and how it actually disempowers the black community, because it causes a dichotomy, it causes a schism between black people and the white sort of bourgeoisie in society. And he says, Thomas Sowell, he says it's a way to disempower black people, to make them powerless, and one of the best ways to do that is to crush their ability to be able to communicate. And how do you do that? You do that with broken English. You do that with a rhetoric which is slightly fragmented, which other people will not understand. And that is happening in England. There's no doubt it's happening in England. You have a lot of sort of inarticulate kids walking around speaking like absolute fucking morons. And they think it's cool. This is the funny thing. They've been brainwashed and indoctrinated so much by popular culture that they actually think it's cool. So you have a separation in society because of it. These kids are unable to really truly express themselves because they haven't got a grasp on the language. And I often meet other men as well, just generally, who haven't got a grasp on the English language. The one thing we have most access to, the one thing we do most in the world, in our life, the one thing we do every day, and we all have in common, is we all speak. This is something which is practiced every single fucking day. We speak. We use our tongue every day. So what I'm saying to you guys out there is, don't be some fucking asinine, thick dummy who can't speak properly, who's inarticulate. Because it's not going to help you. Women aren't going to be attracted to it. You're not going to be able to be gregarious and go out and socialise as well, because you won't be able to speak properly. I'm telling you. There's too many people who can't speak properly. They don't explore the English language. And it has an effect on the way they can express themselves, the way they can articulate themselves. You want to be an eloquent man. You want that. It's a deadly weapon, is your tongue. So become erudite at a subject matter and become articulate and cogent in how you express that subject matter. It's so important to become a linguistic master, to be able to use your tongue as a weapon in some ways. But it's also a tool for you to navigate the world. It's a tool for you to become a better man, for you to evolve and to progress. If you want to go and socialize, you want to go to a party, if you want to meet people, if you want to be gregarious and you want to be a socialite, you need to work on how you speak, the words that you use, the way you deliver it, the way you speak, the flow. You know, you want to be an intelligent man, and one of the best ways to be intelligent is to be articulate. It's so important. And I think the fucking mainstream, I think the mainstream's a load of bullshit. What do? They just make people, they make people more obtuse, more fucking brain dead, to the point where everyone's just in this sort of, this catatonic state, watching TV, repeating the same language. I've noticed that the language is now proliferated in mainstream. It's gone from the streets into the mainstream. So you've got TV shows where people can't really speak properly. And I find it quite kind of embarrassing. You watch these reality TV shows and people are just inarticulate. But this is for the men out there. I'm saying the reason why you do not want to be like that is, once again, it's not gonna allow you to grow in the world, because you're always going to be stuck because of the language. Think about when you go to another country. You go to France, you can't speak French, or you go to Spain, you can't speak Spanish. It's frustrating. You can't say what you want to say. You're inhibited. And it ostracizes you. It disconnects you from people because you can't speak another language. Well, that's what's happening in England with people with their native tongue. They can't speak properly. They have their own little dialect between a few of them, but then they can't interact with the rest of society. You can see what's happening. But fuck those people. Let them get on with it. If they want to be like that, then if they want to be socially inept, then let them. But you want to be socially adept. You want to be artful in how you speak. You want to be creative. You want to be imaginative. You want to be eloquent. You want to be fluent in your native tongue. It will be an ally to you, and it will help you progress in the world as a man. Because the mainstream narrative is trying to dumb people down to the point of they cannot speak fluently. It's no good. So all you men out there, go and get some fucking dictionaries. Go and start writing. Go and start reading. Go and start speaking to other people. And it will help. It will help you. It will be an ally to you. Okay, I hope this helps. Peace.